that needs to pick up some things after a tough loss is the Ravens. The Ravens are versing the Bengals at home, and the Ravens are -3 favorite right now. I think the Bengals, they're starting to get back on track. I think Joe Burrow is starting to pick it back up again. I do think they're legit. I do think the Bengals are still somebody to worry about in the AFC. They're starting to get some continuity with that line, and that can be a problem. That can be an issue, especially with how the Ravens defense has been playing lately. If the Ravens fire off and they start playing well how they did in the beginning of the Bills game, then I think they have little to worry about, but they have to sustain that throughout the entire game. And Lamar has to play he has to play to be honest, he has to play a little bit better. You have to be able to put up points. You can't be putting up 20 points and not being able to finish drives, not being able, you're doing extending too much, doing too much. Like if it's not there, throw it away. If it's I don't know. I just think Ravens -3. I would take it only because also the Ravens have been kind of fed up with the Bengals. Bengals have been talking crazy, and the Ravens had barely half of their team last year, so that's probably something that they want to get revenge from. But we'll see what happens on Sunday. So
Yeah, I think, the Ravens come into this game. We saw them blow two leads already. One to the Bills, one of the best teams, one to the Dolphins, possibly one of the best up and coming teams with how they're looking with a healthy Tua. I think, in this game, you have a Bengals team that did just go to the Super Bowl. They were kind of the surprise team last year. This is a divisional game. Like you said, there's bad blood between these teams. The Ravens are at home. They want to win this game. They're gonna be focused. They're not happy that they lost last week. I like the Ravens here to come out and handle business, not let their foot off the gas, and like we talked about earlier, find a way to finish games and close it out.
yeah, they have to.
They kind of need to here. You can't pick up more losses this early in the season
Yeah.
and still with everything that's been going on. I mean, Lamar has still been playing great. He's still been playing at that caliber as one of the better players in the league here. You got to find a way to string things together and not waste
Not
the
waste that.
performances of some of these guys and come out with a win here at home against a divisional opponent that we know these games matter in a division that I mean, look, the Steelers look to be more in a down year this year, but
Love it.
they're not going away, right? They're
Yeah.
Nobody's going away here. The Browns are they're still the Browns, but they're better. They're
Yeah, and
not they're
once
not
Deshaun
giving it
Watson
away.
comes back, we'll see what
The
happens.
Bengals, they're coming off a year where they just, went to the Super Bowl. So, and then you're the Ravens, you're a team that should have been going deep into the playoffs last year if you weren't dealing with other issues. So, look, this is a division where all these teams are kind of going to be,
Tough teams.
tough
AFC North
teams.
is always a
Yeah,
tough
it's
division,
always
regardless of the
tough. It's
circumstances.
probably even tougher now with the somewhat rise of the Browns and the somewhat decline of the Steelers. Right, it kind of makes them all a little bit closer to the middle here. So yeah, this is a Ravens team that coming into the season, I think probably more of a favorite to win this division than the rest of them. They have a chance here to get a win that's going to matter a lot. So
Yeah.
I see the Ravens capitalizing here, and I think they'll be able to cover the spread as well.
Yeah. So with